Hi Diabetes United, I'm Kate, and in your kitchen today we are making my Not Your Average Chocky Bicky. Now it is a little bit different to your classic chocolate biscuit. Instead of flour, I'm going to be using LSA. Now LSA is linseed, sunflower and almond meal. I'm also going to be using, for our chocolate element, 70% dark chocolate. I've got some walnuts, but if you don't like walnuts, any nuts will do. So to get started, I'm going to just beat, I've got 2 eggs that I've got to beat. Just going to give those a light whisk. Into the bowl will go our LSA, our dark chocolate. I have chopped my walnuts as well. So typically when we make biscuits, it's usually flour and butter. So in this recipe, as I've said, we've got the LSA, but instead of using the butter, we're going to be using some extra virgin olive oil, which gives it that richness, that binding, and to bring them all together, we've got our 2 eggs. We also will be putting some vanilla in there, so I've got a tablespoon of vanilla. Preference is extract, but if you just essence, if that's all you can afford. I've got some of my low GI honey. And then with most sweet things, to actually enhance the sweetness, I know it sounds weird, you just put a tiny little pinch of salt in there. So that's all going to come together. I'm just going to fold all of the ingredients until they're well combined. You can see that the dough is starting to form. If you keep going, it'll kind of form into a big ball of dough. That's when you know it's time to stop. All of those ingredients are now well combined, and now it's just about forming them into the little bickies. A recipe like this is going to make between 15 and 18 of these bickies. And I think the easiest way is just to get a little handful and just sort of mold it in your hand and then pop it on this tray that I've pre-prepared. I think about that size, so about, half the size of your palm, and then straight on in. They do get a little bit messy, but they're absolutely worth the effort. I also like them because, they're sweet enough that you feel like you're having something sweet, but my glucose stays very, very stable when I have them. A little walnut just to give them the final finesse. So I've preheated my oven at 180 degrees. Now, these guys are only going to go in for, maybe 12 minutes. So keep a good eye on them. Set a timer for about 10 minutes. So these guys are ready for the oven. These guys have just come out of the oven. They smell absolutely delicious. I can smell that vanilla. These are my Not Your Average Chocky Bicky. They smell delicious. They look really good. We've got some good color on those walnuts. I think you're gonna really enjoy them. They're perfect with a little cup of coffee at 11 a.m. or whenever you're gonna have them. And they keep really well. Hope you really enjoy them.